Hello, it's Roger Bisbee from Skill Builder, and we're back with another new build nightmare, and we're getting lots of these sent in to us, and we're trying to look at as many as we can, so thank you for sending them in and keep sending them in. And we're going to do a few visits to site as well to have a look at some of these problems. But this one has been sent in by Chris. Doesn't want to give us his full name, and he doesn't want to tell us who the builder is because he may be going into litigation with the builder to recover the costs of all this. But basically what happened is he had water coming through the ceiling, usual story. Couldn't find out where it was coming from, but they thought it was coming from the shower. So the builder came back, had a look at it, came back, had a look at it, and nothing really happened. He didn't solve it, couldn't find out what the problem was. Did the usual thing of smearing a bit of silicone around it and around the shower tray, and that didn't solve the problem. And then he got another plumber in. He got fed up and he just got himself an independent plumber in, and this plumber solved it in minutes. He got in there, got down on his hands and knees, got a magnifying glass out, and he could see the hairline crack that was appearing along the shower tray. So what the plumber found is when he took this shower tray up, that the whole thing had just been put down on a few smears, little runs of silicone basically. So the plumber, the new build plumber, had completely ignored the instructions of the manufacturer to say bed it on sand and cement. And I've had loads of correspondence from plumbers who go, I never bed it on sand and cement, I always put it on a bit of silicone. Fine, okay, until it cracks, and then you're on your own because the manufacturer is going to run a mile because you didn't follow their instructions. So this is a classic case of a plumber who thinks he knows best. He thinks he knows better than the manufacturers, and he's daubed it on these inadequate bits of silicone. And you can see that the crack, if we look closely at this picture of the crack, we can see that the crack is running all the way down the shower tray in between the silicone. So it's obviously flexed. Now remember, resin cast concrete shower trays are not strong. They're heavy, but they're not strong. They're just basically like a paving slab, and a paving slab has no tensile strength. You might ask why they don't put more reinforcing in the way of fibres and maybe a fiberglass mesh, but they don't. And so therefore you have to bed that thing completely evenly to make it work. So this guy didn't do it. The result was a broken shower tray. And now, as you can see by this picture here, the whole lot has been ripped out. Thankfully, the stud work looks in good condition there. And all we've got is a usual scenario of tiles on plasterboard, so it's wrecked all those. So I'm hoping they can replace those tiles because he's done a nice neat job, as you can see, of cutting out around the tiles there, and he's taken up the whole of the wet area. So hopefully they're going to be able to replace those tiles, get some matching tiles for that. It's always quite difficult, that, because when you go to buy tiles, even though you might buy the same style and color of tile, the batch numbers are different, and you do find even between one box of tiles and another, if you haven't got the same batch number, you will find a mismatch in the colors very often. And what they say when you buy your tiles is mix the packs up, so you vary them. But we've come across this before. People have commented on the fact that we've had mismatches in tiles. So anyway, thanks for sending that in, Chris, and good luck with your court case or whatever. I mean, hopefully the guys are cave in and just pay up and look happy. But this is happening all the time. This is absolutely ridiculous that we are still in this situation of house builders and plumbers building places and getting it so wrong. And when it is just as easy to get it right. It doesn't actually cost anybody anything extra to do the job properly, but for some reason they think they know best. If you want to know how to do this job properly, it's all very well looking at how it's been done badly, but if you want to know how to do it properly, we have loads of great bathroom videos and all sorts of other videos up on Skill Builder. So have a look at these, and if you see your plumber in there doing it, putting a shower tray down on a few daubs of silicone, and he tells you it's okay, it's not okay. Anyway, that's my little rant. Thanks, Chris, and we're going to get more new build nightmares coming up soon, so keep tuned in to Skill Builder, as they say on the radio. I know that you're not tuned in, are you, really? But anyway, keep watching us, and if you're not a subscriber and you would like to subscribe, press the little bell button, and we'll make sure you get notified of all the other videos coming up. And if you've got a new build nightmare or even an old build nightmare, just send it in to us.